We got Christopher Cook, a Georgia deputy, landed himself behind bars. Oh, of course. Well, look at me. I didn't went off too quickly. It's Georgia and Florida, so you know it's gonna be bad. See, look at me. I just got ahead of myself and I forgot. So he's a Georgia deputy, but he went to Florida and caused some trouble, right? So he went to jail after he hijacked someone's beach tent at a resort, threatened to stab multiple beachgoers, and then refused to cooperate when police were called. Cook resigned from his position at the Floyd County Sheriff's Office in Northwest Georgia after he was taken into custody while on vacation in Panama City Beach, Florida. So you knew it was gonna end bad. You knew it was gonna end rotten when they put Florida in there too. You can't have two southern states in the same story, or else you just know it's gonna go awry. All right, on July 11th, someone called 911 from the Regency Towers rental condominiums in PCB to report that a man was sitting in their beach chair under their tent and refused to move. Can you imagine the audacity? According to police reports cited by the Miami Herald and WSB TV, dispatchers were also told that the man had threatened to stab multiple people, but that no one saw any weapons on him. And, again, keep in mind, this dude got hired for this job, but he'll just go off and do something like this. And this is why people don't trust law enforcement in this country. When a Bay County Sheriff's deputy arrived at the scene, he encountered Cook sitting in the chair. The deputy explained that Cook couldn't sit in a chair purchased by someone else, but the 46-year-old remained where he was. After other deputies were called to the condos and failed to get Cook to move on his own and tried to take him into custody. Deputies say that Cook resisted arrest and pushed one officer's arm to try to get away, began to jerk his arms away, and tucked them underneath him to prevent from being handcuffed. Once deputies successfully cuffed Cook, he then proceeded to tell them his name was John Doe. Oh, he's clever. He's very clever. Deputies spoke with the victim, who said that Cook broke 2 beach chairs and also drank a $15 alcoholic slushie the victim brought. Oh yeah, you already know it's alcohol involved with this. Witnesses also reported that Cook harassed a family sitting with their children who dialed 911. Then Cook walked down to the beach and started threatening to stab multiple people. I mean, overall, this story isn't funny. It's silly, but it's not funny because, how many people really could have gotten more seriously injured because this man's just losing his mind. As deputies drove Cook to the county jail, they say he tried to slip out of the handcuffs. The deputy noticed and stopped the patrol car and asked another deputy to make sure Cook hadn't gotten free. It wasn't until they got to the jail that they discovered a handcuff key on Cook. Deputies also reviewed footage from inside the patrol car showing him trying to unlock his handcuffs. He's been charged with theft, resisting arrest, possession of a concealed handcuff key while in custody, which is a felony, providing false ID to a law enforcement officer, and disorderly conduct. So Sharon, this is just a ratchet story from start to finish, from head to toe. My man's was just losing it. But, again, this is a large reason why it's very easy to distrust law enforcement in this country, because what are their hiring policies like? Even on a broader scale, ICE, they just got $30 billion extra dollars. They looking to hire 10,000 people. What are those hiring standards like? People who are masked up in positions that don't really get you a whole lot of positive social capital to begin with. So luckily, this man didn't seriously injure anybody more than was already done. But what say you about this?
Well, let's go backwards. You make a strong point. What are the hiring practices, and why do you? One of the things they ask young journalists in this reality world today: why do you want to be a journalist? Why do you want to tell stories? And you can find out exactly how good someone's going to be, how deep they'll go by the answer. Why do you rob the bank? Well, that's where the money is. So some people go into these kinds of careers so they can terrorize other people. Now, he's off duty. He's out of a job now, right? He resigned. Didn't you say that, Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, which that's where I want to begin now. Why would he be allowed to resign? And why isn't he charged with terroristic threats? He said he was going to hurt people, stab people. He wreaked havoc, okay? And so the ticky-tack stuff that'll all be pled down, they'll plead it all down. I'm not impressed with, and the fact that he was allowed to resign and then he'll go to some other place, probably another Georgia town one over. I'm not impressed with any of it. This man does not possess anything close. We can blame it on the alcohol, but I don't. This is who he is. And I think
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
terrorize people. Pathetic.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just because you drinking don't mean you're gonna go about stuff like this, especially if you're used to being a police officer. But
That part.
he'll probably just go get hired at an even smaller town somewhere in Georgia where people aren't paying attention to this. But I guess he got to get off a little bit because he didn't follow through on his threats. So, I guess we got to keep the brotherhood strong or something like that.
I guess I'd look into every arrest he's ever made too. Because if he does this on vacation, what the hell does he do? On duty in Georgia. I think I have an idea.